J Squad.
We gotta find now what do we do? That's the first clue. Now what do we do? That's the first clue. We gotta find
Yo, how's everybody doing today? New case filings out, collective. New case filings out. So we're gonna read through that. I actually completely forgot about that. I'm glad you brought it up. We're gonna add that to the stream today. Let's just crash out. Oh, which may mean we don't watch the the Fable one, the Fable. Let's see here. Boom, boom, boom. Bear with me, guys. Bear with me. Boop. Yes. Yes, we are here. I figured out a way to get around the star sector mouse issue. So if OBS is opened and I'm in the game, star sector's mouse disappears inside of the game, but it shows up on the stream. If I have one of my capture windows open that we normally look at stuff. So I just basically projected it out, so now I can see myself talking. and Alt Enter might help by taking it out of full screen. Maybe. It was having issues, but I've fixed it. I'm just gonna watch it through OBS. I've got I just opened up one of their full screen previews, and I'm just gonna do it that way. It'll actually help me probably better because I'll be able to pay attention to when I have windows open. New Smash case filings. And then EGADS, if we get the EGADS video. We didn't last time. I want to watch EGADS video. Did I actually throw this into Discord? Yeah, I did. Okay, good. All right. So we're gonna start off with some just fun. Some fun at Smash's defense. I haven't looked too deep into this, so take it with a grain of salt. But I think it's funny, especially if it ends up being true. So, we're in here. Let's pop this bad boy open. Hey, why is Smash in front of a green screen image of his own stream shed? Did his wife kick him out? What the fuck? Actually, what I need to do, go over here. Is that's probably on Smash Live, right? JT Live. Why did it bring up fucking shorts? I'm so tired of seeing shorts. Live. This is Smashjt 2, so no. Where's Smashjt Live? Did he just rename Smashjt Live Smashjt 2? No, these are all members only. Maybe it is on his main one. Here, I'll bring it over so y'all can see me searching for this shit. Yeah, he has Smashjt 2. He just puts more of the same shit on it. Like, I guess he's trying to regrow his channel with a second channel. Smashjt. There we go. Let's see if it's on this one. Live. If my dad went into the college fund for some stupid, that would be the last I'd ever see of him. Thankfully, my dad is an upstanding guy. I mean, I agree. I don't know that I would ever risk my family's income and health and everything. It's all members only, so I can't watch it. But all we have is this picture. On a lawsuit, right? I'll just figure, with me, I would have just apologized and took down the stuff calling her a whore, because that's all they asked for. They didn't ask for him to stop talking about Alyssa. It specifically said in the cease and desist that he could still keep talking about her. He just needed to take it back that he called her a prostitute. And then continued to push that. I mean, it would have been really that simple. And take down the videos where he said it, of course. But this is weird. I don't know why you would be green screening your own. I mean, there could be good reasons, right? There could be good reasons. Like maybe he's out of town and he's just trying to still make it look like he's in town. Another one of those expensive trips he's been going on. while this court case has been going on. No, he will use his kids' fund to fight the woke. He will not be gaslit into responsibility. What's funny about that is he pretty much said he would crash and burn his whole family, right? If you remember, he said he would crash and burn his own family just to be fucking right. And that is crazy. That is just absolutely crazy to me. I also saw something funny that that just came up that I think is going to be a good, like, I need a good laugh before I go back into the Smashjt video. And if anyone who was on last night wants to get on and talk about it, we're also going to read the case filings of the new portion of the case, which really isn't. It doesn't seem like it's going to be a Smashjt issue. It looks like it's more of a Ron Coleman issue. Where is my Discord here? I'll pop into live. Oh, we already got Jersey in there. Come on in, Jersey. What is going on?
How is it going?
Not too bad, not too bad. Let me share screen with you here, because you'll like this video. You'll like this video.
Oh yeah. You'll like what I didn't post the other night.
Yeah, I'll have to look it up. So, anyways,
let's see.
Underneath Smashjt's video, this guy Delta made a track. The truth about bisexual lighting will set us free. So
Sure
let's listen.
Oh my boy, Smashjt got the special knowledge. He knows the Illuminati set up the bisexual lighting to make everybody love everybody. So all y'all come gather around and listen. Smashjt here, delivering the truth. Bisexual lighting, subliminal message. Bisexual lighting that excites his appendage. Bisexual lighting shining in his eyes. Bisexual lighting, it's in his PS5. Bisexual lighting, the lights make you believe. Bisexual, the truth shall set you free.
He did it. What?
Bisexual lighting. Ooh, bisexual lighting.
Welcome, McDizzle. Welcome, Retro Bro.
Smashjt in his gaming chair. Screen aglow, purple everywhere. Bisexual lighting, rising in his soul. Colors dancing, losing all control. Bisexual lighting. Bisexual lighting. Sometimes you don't know what you're feeling till you get that bisexual lighting, and you feel up that sweaty leg, and you feel that bisexual lighting making you rage. Whoa. Bisexual light. Oh, set the night on fire. Take my spirit higher. Bisexual light that excites his appendage through subliminal message shining in his eyes. Bisexual light. Bisexual lighting. Bisexual lighting.
I can't believe he hit this. This is gold. I may have to ask this guy if I can use this as an opener.
That's hilarious.
Dude, that's great. Great. Again, welcome, McDizzle.
Wow.
Welcome, Retro Bro. Here are some woke things. Crown Royal because of the purple bag. Mace Windu and his purple lightsaber are double work. Yeah. Yeah, it's someone tried to tell me the other day that bisexual lighting was created in the 80s or like 83, and I was like, you realize the bisexual flag didn't come out until 98, right? That it was just a color palette of the 80s and the hair bands and all that other shit, nightclubs, you know, all that freaking outside things. Those aren't by nature gay and bisexual. I think it's the same.
Are you a Hellraiser fan?
I have watched them. I don't know that I necessarily consider them a fan. I think they're good movies, but I'm not
right,
like
what about
deep into the
Motorhead?
lore. Yeah, I like Motorhead.
All
I
right, you
can't
know the
think of
song
any-
Ace of Spades?
Uh huh.
Don't forget the Joker.
Yeah.
He's covered in purple.
That's what I'm saying, man. It was just a color palette of those times, right? It's just the way it was. It's not gay because of
giggles,
that.
For giggles, I was posting scenes from NES games that had bisexual lighting in them.
Yeah. Yeah, right.
Like Ninja Gaiden. Oh God, does he look like he's just blasting a load?
Oh yeah, yeah. We're starting this over, so we're doing the whole 10 minutes. Hey McDizzle, if you're free, feel free to come on. We're gonna watch his bisexual lighting video before we get into the court case. I wouldn't mind having the Dizzler on for it. Oh my, oh my.
So what I've discovered is that Ninja Gaiden has bisexual lighting. So that's what Ryu is like. He was saving the world from bisexual lighting.
Yeah.
And then Super Castlevania 4
has bisexual lighting. I mean, what doesn't have the color purple? Like just about anything in FPS. Diesel just put out a video on this on his secondary channel. What? That may be something.
Darkwing Duck. I'm going through NES games right now. Darkwing
probably past
Duck.
Getting late here on the far East Coast. We'll have here on the background. Yeah. Sure thing, bud. Where is? How did I do this? Okay.
Jason and Friday the 13th on NES was bisexual lighting.
Yep, 100%. Bear with me. I mean, there's so many cases of this very color palette being in the space. Like it's crazy that this is his like hill to die on with bisexual lighting. I mean, it's just bringing him into I'm sorry, I'm trying to do something at the same time. It's just bringing him further down. Like it's cementing him as a joke, and it's ending his lolcowdom, or adding to his lolcowdom, we'll say.
Well, you have to start to ask yourself a question: who's worse, him or the people that still listen to him?
I mean, probably the people that still listen to him.
Because I mean, there was a wonderful story that I equate to a lot of things in in Ozzy Osbourne's book. He told the story about when he first met Sharon. He went and met her father, who was like the record executive guy, right? Like he's the guy that ran the company that had signed, Black Sabbath back in the day. And he was high on drugs, and he went and he used the bathroom. He couldn't find toilet paper, so he started wiping his ass on like the towels or the curtains. So the father opens the door and sees him like mid-wipe, and there's shit stains everywhere. And he said, "You're a fucking animal." And then he went down the hallway and like booted open Sharon's door and said, "And you're worse because you're fucking him."
That's crazy.
And it says your stream has ended.
What? What do you mean my stream has ended?
I'm looking at the Pigpen thing. It says the stream has ended. Close stream. Maybe it's a screen share.
Oh no, my stream hasn't ended. Nope, I'm still streaming. Trying to trick me.
All right, so no, I'm not. So it's a screen share then.
Yeah. Let me see. I'll fix it. It's probably because I closed down a window. Let's see here. There we go. This is what you were watching. This is what we need to watch. I'm trying to see if
Let's get to it. I don't want to monopolize too much of the laughing.
Yeah, I hear you. Why won't it let me?
He looks like a bulldog.
Yeah.
Those jowls.
Let's go ahead and start this while I figure out what's going on here.
Yeah,
Something I've seen happen a lot
he
over the
needs just for men and some fucking Botox.
Yeah, right.
Like, good lord.
Don't tell him that. Poor guy.
past decade or so is an increasing amount of
handsome
usage
man.
of certain particular colors on the
He
spectrum.
looks like a
of
bad
the
mix of
blue,
Gilbert
pink,
Gottfried
and purple
PBR.
variety. And it's something that I've noticed in the game industry
Well,
that
I
is
know
referenced
you are,
to
but what am I?
as something called bisexual lighting. And once you see it, you will not be able to unsee it. You remember Dragon Age of Veilguard with the purple, the light shades of blue and purple and pink that were everywhere in that game? And now we have
No, I don't,
God
but
of
you keep
War
bringing it
Laundry
up.
doing.
Yeah, he does look older. I agree, Mike. You could tell the case is wearing on him because he just physically looks older than he did before.
I attribute it to decades of drinking cheap wine all day. Did you see that picture that he posted of some shit? Because he was doing the bisexual lighting thing. He's like, oh, I bought this game. It was like Hollow Knight or something.
Mm-hmm.
And look at the purple.
The thing is right next to 4 fucking half-empty bottles of wine.
Yeah, yeah.
All from the same vineyard.
Well, Smash. He's a wino. He likes that wine.
He needs to lay off that shit because he does like to wine a lot.
True.
Wine.
True.
Very similar things, not just with the logo, but the trailer itself, just pink lighting everywhere.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh no, he didn't research. Like we went through the whole thing, and like if anything, that guy disproved his little thesis or whatever it was that he was trying to come up with for bisexual lighting. Smash probably only. It probably wasn't. It sounds like some woke slop you would have found back in the day. Yeah. Well, I mean, he doesn't do research. He's never been a research guy. That's why McDizzle was able to trick him. Why one of his sources had been tricking him for a while, and he calls himself like an investigator. I do the research and stuff like that. But most of these guys don't. They read each other's comments or they read a headline of a article and then immediately tell a story of it, right? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Or yeah, he's joking or whatever else. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I have you muted? I can hear you. What are you talking about? What are we talking? Oh, they can't. Weird. Oh, I see. That's weird. Try talking now.
All right, let's see if we're back now.
Yeah, we're back now. It's for the best damaged. All right. I guess you got to say all of that again for somehow I actually all
right, so we'll bring it back really quickly. Long story short, someone had done a thesis video on how Jeff is two-faced about 7 years ago
Mhm.
to show how full of shit Jeff is. So Jeff's reply is of course the old takeaway. Well, I was taken out of context. So the guy went and he did a live stream reply, and he went through the video in editor, and he was stretching out all the clips of Jeff to show that he wasn't like being cut up and pasted to look bad, that it was
Yeah.
all just the authentic clips that he had used. And it was the exact same shit and it's like Jeff has in effect become what he was complaining about. Where, well, these people in the commentary mafia, they all circle jerk each other, they all put up one thing, and then they just reply to each other.
Yeah.
It was quite illuminating.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I mean that's just kind of the whole thing with what they do. And that's the thing that they say about commentary every single time it comes up, that it's this, it's that, just to turn around and do the same thing. I mean, most of these internet groups, whether they be on the left, whether they be on the right, whether they not be non-political whatsoever, it's really hard not to get into a group where everyone is like saying the same opinion.
Well, doesn't that just show that they don't have their own opinions?
Well, yeah, pretty much.
But straight up, the reason why I mention it is just to show that that video is like 7 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. It just goes to show that nothing has changed about this man.
Oh yeah.
He still uses the same excuses. He still does the same bullshit. So I have that fucking thing on standby for you. So you can go through that and you'll find plenty of stuff. Him telling Eric to his face that he was wasting time at work looking to expose him. And the other two guys were laughing about it because it was stupid. And Jeff has his daughter on his knee. And he in like one video, and then in another video where he's Eric is there too. Mm. And everyone was laughing except for Eric when Smash was like, well, I wasted hours at work looking for ways to expose Eric, And I mean, we all do the same thing, right? And then Eric was just like, no,
we don't do that. Well, I mean, so Eric might do that now, but back then.
That and the beautiful part is I have a clip in that video of Jeff specifically saying, I'm very happily married. These people can do whatever they want. They can go ahead and call my wife. It doesn't matter because she's not going to be fooled by any of this stuff. Boy, did that backfire.
Hold on 1 second, guy.
Well, while wargaming is off, boy, did that one backfire. But it's not a text; it's his own voice saying, "Oh, they could go ahead and call my wife, and then nothing's going to happen. I don't care." He sure cared when Alyssa did. Well, I'll tell you though, this has been an interesting day. Those court filings are bad, really, really bad.
Sorry about that. The wife was needing to talk about something. Anyways, let's go ahead and get back to the video. All right.
Before you do, I just have one small question for you.
Uh-huh.
Did you give her maybe 30% of an answer?
Give who 30% of an answer? What did I? Oh yeah, of course. I gave her 30% of what's going on right now.
Good man.
All right. Now.
It's saying bisexual lighting is an actual term used within the industry to subconsciously push the LGBTQ+ agenda. The video game industry has been co-opted by a cult trying to constantly gaslight the masses that their own eyes are lying. Gatekeep harder. And this is a video from Kyle Kalgren from 7 years ago called Bisexual Lighting, the Rise of Pink, Purple, and Blue. A quick intro. This is only 41 seconds here.
And this is like I'll get it to him that like this is from 7 years ago, so this is probably one of the first people calling it bisexual lighting, but like the term didn't really get popularized until 2024. So, is it really bisexual lighting?
Talk about bi-lighting? Well, any lighting that replicates the color scheme of the bisexual flag, that being pink, blue with purple in between. The flag itself dates back to 1998, when an activist named Michael Page designed it to increase bi visibility within the LGBT community.
I don't care if you wear high heels or a tie. You might just catch my eye because I'm definitely bi.
Let's dive down the rabbit hole of the bisexual lighting in games. And you guys tell me if there's an agenda being pushed here by consultancy agencies, corporations, companies, and people looking to get low interest loans by.
Here's the thing, like what, like, did he say low interest loans? What the fuck is he talking about?
DEI from the big banks. You got Dolan saying it's called bisexual lighting. This is a red flag for any agencies, corporations, companies, and people looking to get low interest loans by DEI from the big banks.
How do you get low interest loans from I guess he's talking about BlackRock and their ability to do it, but we all know BlackRock has turned away, saying there's no profit in the DEI stuff anymore. So we're just beating a dead horse, even though that's not what's going on.
You got Dolan saying it's called bisexual lighting. This is a red flag for any product that it appears in. This includes both AAA games as well as indie games, and it has been everywhere for the last decade of the woke era. Everything with this color scheme is slop. And my goodness, there's a lot of examples over and over again. You'll obviously get.
You know, we're already looking at this. Like League of Legends, Fortnite. Two of these are Fortnite. Both of these are Fortnite. Right here.
The thing with the Eliminator looks like something that, where it says the Eliminator Battle Royale, that looks like something that so many AI artists, send me when they're like, "Hey, can I design like art for your channel?" And I'm like, "No, I do it myself." But like, who compiled this shit?
Well, that's what I'm saying. League of Legends. This is already her colors. This looks like the car game, the car soccer game. I can't remember its name now. Rocket League. This is Fortnite. So they're like, Fortnite has every color under the rainbow. I don't know who this is. This looks like it's probably Fortnite too. So they had to pick like Fall Guys because of the coloring, which is really just.
Is that Saints Row?
Yeah, Saints Row. No, is this Saints Row?
It looks like Saints Row. It looks like Saints Row. But you know what? That's another good point right there. Saints Row, the entire franchise, the Third Street Saints were always like purple.
Yeah.
So I guess they have
the last one kind of went overboard with it. That's for sure. Yeah, bring it up. But it's kind of gotten like, this is kind of crazy.
It's absolutely insane.
Yeah.
Your exceptions with everything, like Fall Guys, pretty fun game, but it always goes back to the whole.
If it's fun, what does it matter?
The type of people working at these games.
He played it though.
What they're trying.
Yeah, that's the thing. He played it. If it's a fun game, why does it matter?
Trying to inject into them. This is the Wikipedia article saying bisexual lighting is the simultaneous use of pink, purple, and blue lighting and is used to represent bisexual characters. It has been used in studio lighting for film and television and has been observed in the cinematography of various films. While not all films, television shows, photographs, and music videos that use this lighting intend to portray bisexuality, many queer artists have deliberately used this color palette, which resembles that of the bisexual flag, in their work. It is
I got a counterpoint for that.
Neon lights.
And this is one time that I'm not like going to shit on him, but here's a counterpoint to that. I'm sure that probably happens a lot, but it's also just like country music superstars who, sing about, how proud they are to be an American and they're wearing red, white, and blue shit.
Yeah. Yeah, it really isn't a difference. They're just proud of whatever thing that they're proud of for that moment, right?
Exactly.
And is also associated with retro wave. And you'll get people to be like, oh no, there's no such thing as bisexual lighting. That's retro wave from the 80s. The same thing as a rainbow's just a rainbow until it gets co-opted by a cult. Hiking.
You mean kind of like a red, white, and you know, like a red flag with a white circle and a black symbol in the middle?
Mm-hmm. Kind of like that, but more gay. A lot more gay.
Well, here's another question for you. Do you remember, we all remember his, that was Colin, right? Where Colin cleaned his fucking shit out on his own stream. What was the background on that stream?
I don't remember.
Retrowave.
Oh.
It was a very, very generic retrowave thing with the blocks and, you know, going backwards.
That's so funny. So funny. But it's such a common, like, it's even if you get into like we were going back about like paint schemes and things like that, you use them because of their connection in the their contrast in the painting world, right? I know people that use a lot of like reds and blues when you're doing like shading, going from say a campfire lighting style to the darkness that you're surrounded by, because it gives such a deep balance. And in that, you're going to have like blue and purple going into like red and more orangey colors. So
don't forget that fixes darkness.
Darkness. That's right.
That's darkness.
The darkness.
All right.
King Feanor saying, I'm
here
beginning to hate the color purple. George Vanderbilt quote tweeting Cabrutus, bisexual lighting. We got Noir. Whenever I see this weird purple aesthetic, it's immediately a red flag, or dare I say, a bisexual flag. Again, I noticed it directly when I was watching the God of War reveal at this.
So I do want to take notice that he's talking about like this is a red flag, but like Fortnite is like one of the most popular games around. League of Legends is an incredibly popular game. Fucking
I'm sharing it with you right now.
Okay. All of these fucking games, a lot of these games that he's showing are like popular in their own right, except for maybe a crazy indie game or something like that that works with it. Is it in Discord? You send it in Discord?
Yeah, it's where I'm sharing the screen thing.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's not you. There you are. Oh, is that the Almost Died?
No, this is the
it's on screen share in the channel. Okay, hold on.
I just grabbed the first picture that I could find of it.
Yeah. Watch. It's a regular one that he uses. He uses this all the time.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Hold on, I'm gonna send that to me. Send that to me on Discord so I can bring it up on stream. He uses the retro fucking wave. Holy shit, Smashjt is bi.
Now you know what?
Goodness. Let's keep going.
There is a minute of while I'm giving this to you, so you can share it with your viewers that you're cloud chasing for and all that. Apparently,
oh yeah.
It's in the general chat, but I did want to share a moment of levity. That all this craziness, like he obviously became like he's always been kind of stupid, but he got really unhinged one day, and a lot of it had to do with where he was talking about like people that he's known forever excommunicating him for his beliefs or something. I started thinking about that, and I started thinking that he either found out that a family member or somebody that he's known for a really long time, a close personal friend, came out of the closet, and it fucked with him on such a level because he couldn't believe that the gays infiltrated like his life, his
family.
But I'm serious, but see, that's his whole thing. Oh, they're hiding in the shadows, and you know what amazes me that people you think you know somebody, and then your belief. Somebody probably came out and said, you know, I'm this, and
Yeah,
he
they're
probably had a shit fit because he probably like once again could either be a family member or it could be somebody that he's known for a long time,
yeah.
and it just fucked with him because all this time because he's always said that these people are bad, that these people are out to fuck your children and all this stuff, and then lo and behold, somebody that is in his world happens to be it, and he never knew. I bet that
Mhm.
fucked him up.
Yeah, I bet it did. The woke mind virus stole my son. Oh
But
God,
I'm
I don't
not
wish
saying
that. I
that
don't wish that on his kid. If his kid is, greater to him, I don't think whether I believe in something or not, I'm not gonna like abandon my kids. But I don't know that
no, never.
Smash would, right? Like uh
You see, that
he's
to me, I think would be the ultimate fucking irony because then at that point,
he's got to make the
this is something that
decision.
this is something that I had talked about, like at length when he started in on this shit.
Hmm.
Is I've said it before. I have a teenage daughter that like uses different pronouns, and when they came out about it, they were like, "Please don't be mad at me." I'm like, "Why the fuck would I be mad at you?" Like
Right?
instant. There's no I need to go outside moment. No walk along the highway like in the Incredible Hulk. But I think the ultimate irony would be, just what would happen if someone did come up and say that shit? How, what would he do? Like, what if it was one of his children? Would he reject that child? Would he tell them that they should be institutionalized and zapped with electricity and shit like that? This is why I'm like, you're a piece of shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Because if it did happen, how would he react to it? Would he accept the child? Which I hope the fuck he would, or would he just like, oh, you should be institutionalized?
Yeah, I'm gonna send him
You
to a
know,
conversion camp. Let's keep going though. Let's keep going.
but yeah,
State of play.
bisexual.
I
lady.
even mentioned it during the live stream. Like while it was happening, I was like, it's a really awful lot of purple, pink, and blue here. This is very bisexual lighting aesthetic throughout the entire thing. It's crazy
He didn't know
stuff.
about it though.
Laundry
Yeah.
list of examples. Fortnite. This is back August 2nd, 2025.
Dude, Fortnite.
Yeah, we called the
So yeah, Fortnite's been purple for a while. Like they've had purple in their game for like a while.
It's been their aesthetic since
Yeah.
the inception.
Yeah, pretty much. So I don't know where that's coming from. Even the pinks and blues
Halo
and
is an
stuff.
amazing fucking hill to die on, though. Halo.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
experts for this one. Is that Halo? Is that Master Chief style? Is that bisexual lighting? We got the blue, pink, and purple. I said lots of bisexual lighting going on here. Gruck, let people know what this means. Bisexual lighting uses pink, purple, and blue hues, colors of the bisexual pride flag, to represent bi characters or themes in media. Here, the Fortnite scenes goo, flowers, and
AI psychosis at its final, or at its finest. Like it knows he
what's
wants to
even
hear the
worse?
woke thing, so he says this and it tells him what he wants to hear. It's nuts.
Yeah, but do you know what's even worse?
What?
No, this is what's nuts. He cherry picked it
Oh,
because what game is that fucking saying? Here, the Fortnite scene. Scroll
Mhm.
up, please.
Yeah, hold on. Well, you mean
Show this fucking jag off.
I have to back it up.
From what did from this fucking Jaguars post. Lots of bisexual lighting, and what is he talking about?
Mhm.
Is that
Master Chief
Fortnite?
style? Is that
Yeah, that's his Fortnite.
bisexual lighting? We got the
No,
blue.
yeah, it's Fortnite, but
pink,
he's
and
calling
purple?
it Master Chief.
Yeah, well,
I said
it
lots of
is-
bisexual lighting going on here.
What it is that it's red and blue, close to Master Chief. Like the problem with Fortnite characters is they always have to adjust them for hitbox reasons. So they are Fortnite
Yeah, but
characters with Halo skins, right?
But isn't Halo the hill that he's dying on, where he's fucking
Yeah.
posting the box art and shit?
Well, that's the one he's trying to take down. Wait until they go after GTA 6 with misinformation. It'll be very funny. Yeah, I agree, McDizzle. I agree. It's going to... That one may be the hill that they actually die on. Because I just, like, they've been, like, prepping the area for that one for a while. I see a lot of them are like, I don't know, I just don't play like Grand Theft Auto anymore. The company is this, and look at all the stuff that's woke in the trailers, and they're probably not going to let us run over the gay pride parade, blah 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 blah. And it's funny to see them prepping.
Grok, let people know what this means. Bisexual lighting uses pink, purple, and blue hues, colors of the bisexual pride flag, to represent bi characters or themes in media. Here, the Fortnite scenes goo, flowers, and sunset evoke that vibe. March 16th of 2026. I said Time Takers from NCSoft.
Yeah, I got to fix. What happened to Jeff? Okay, he's way up there. It's like,
no, I'm just saying bad cut Jeff, because he's always fucking sucked at video editing. But it's like I didn't even have to see it to notice when the cut occurred. You could back it up and you can hear the audio quality change.
Oh, okay. I believe it.
Another live service slop fest pushing bisexual lighting and gay ass character designs. Holy shit. Someone tell these devs to take a fucking hint. It's also tiring. What a waste of resources. The character designs and intros for Time Takers are beautiful. The team did a really good job here, says Zach Wilder.
Statistically, this is expected. This is going in the
Rainbow's
highlights.
gay.
All right, that's blue. Okay, red.
There's a little purple. A little purple there. A monkey.
It's black.
These characters are fine.
That was one intense fight. Victory was over
There you go, the Chicago Bulls
I mean,
jersey.
even the shield, you got the pink, purple, and blue. This is not
It's
done
a color
by
scheme,
accident.
Jagoff.
Let's try to insidiously push this agenda. And oh, by the way, Time Takers still not available, coming soon, no updates, and this is going to flop so hard it's not even funny.
So you see the prepping of it. It's going to flop so hard because it's woke, because the color purple is in it, right? Like, what are we talking about that we can't use colors anymore?
At least it'll get released, unlike the Amico.
True. Maybe if Smash puts another 10 grand into it.
It's bisexual lighting, and it's another example on how the message is more powerful than entertainment. While in some situations the gay lighting fits, in others it's shit and completely removes the tension or aggression from the scene. But the message is more important. The fact that the person in charge of the development team is gay.
What aggression is there in these pictures below? Call of Duty Warzone, maybe, but it's not an aggressive feel. Someone's sitting on a car.
They're not shooting.
Yeah. Even this one back here, the God of War one is like not God of War, the Call of Duty one is a real big stretch, considering there's a sunset and those are the colors of the freaking sunset.
Thinks it's a good idea to self-insert the identity,
doing?
despite that 99% of the customers are not gay. I mean, there's probably a higher percent of customers that are gay, but it's a very high percent of customers that are straight, and this is pandering to a very specific
Glad to hear you're all
focus. Right. This is Chris saying, why are these color schemes being pushed so hard in Western gaming?
Maybe they used purple because it's a nice color. Exactly. Or they're going for a certain aesthetic, or they're trying to say something with it that isn't some weird agenda, crazy brain schizo theory.
Currently, they're
Do you think
everywhere.
He gets triggered when Shredder
again,
walks in the
once you see it,
oh, absolutely. Shredder is so gay.
Assassin's Creed Shadows.
Yeah, yelling
Yasuke,
about a black guy again.
Like, bro, when Ubisoft pushed this out, I covered it in a video. Like, what are we doing, Ubisoft? Dragon Age Veilguard,
money.
Grand Theft Auto, and Call of Duty Warzone. Once you see it, you cannot.
I hate to tell you, but like the city that the next Grand Theft Auto is just a copy paste. It's Miami, right?
Well, let's not forget Vice City. That came out in what, 2000?
Yeah. So it's Vice City, which is basically Miami, and those colors are like constantly used there. Like, yeah, it's not the city colors that they're going for. It's more of a, what's going on, Kamoji? Where were you? I almost muted. It's the sunset colors. It's this and that. It's not, they're not trying to signal bisexuality. They're busy playing Mina. Nice. They're showing like, hey, this Miami Vice scene, this like you said, retro, what is it called? Retro whatchamacallit? There's so many things it could be that make more sense, right? Than it being to signal that your brain to become bi.
Not unsee it. Heel versus babyface. Bisexual lighting,
Oh, God,
not
that's
wowing
like
the
the
audiences. Shocker. Quote tweeting Grums.
Oh,
They
you mean the
really
guy that fucking
tried
screamed and
really
cried?
hard
What
last
was-
year,
what-
didn't they?
What was he crying about? What did he get triggered about?
Learning the law.
Yeah, the
color palette
human
that instantly
thumb.
transformed you into a non-binary gamer. Redfall was another one. I forgot all about that. And Suicide Squad, Assassin's Creed code name Hex, which was reportedly
You
the
mean
gayest
witches?
Assassin's Creed.
So
Witches.
Witches, right? Witches and magic. The thing is like, yes, this is the color palette of the year or of these couple of years in gaming, right? It's like Call of Duty had a particular color palette for a long period of time, but you're clipping all of this. Like, what are you talking about? Elden Ring, Night Rain for? Like, what do you
Well, that's what I'm
mean
talking
that
about.
that
He's
one's
fucking
woke? Shattered Space.
He's not picking. He's not picking fucking games that are like all coming out. He's picked Dragon's Age Veilguard was what, like a year and a half ago?
Year and a half ago. Elden Ring's
Gotham
Night
Knights
Rain
was
was a
how long
while
ago?
ago. Starfield was a while ago. We haven't heard anything else about Assassin's Creed Hex. X Defiant. I don't know. I don't remember that game at all. Dying Light 2,
All right, tell you what.
Stay Human.
I'm gonna do the Smashjt thing. See if I can share a screen one more time, real quick. You know, I'll tell you, it's gonna be a fucking prick if I don't do it. We're gonna do the Smashjt method. So this is up right now. Okay, so let's see here. Super C, that's woke. Look at the bisexual lighting over there. Look at that. Strider, that's bisexual lighting. Taboo, oh my God, they must be really trying to trick your kids into being gay with fucking tarot cards.
Yeah.
And I don't know about that Donatello fucking thing. I know that's Leonardo, but it's Jeff. He can't even get it right. Fucking
the point is
Ultima.
you can go. Yeah. The point is you can go to any amount of games and find just about any color palette you want, right?
Look at Mysterio. Look at that in Spider-Man's axe. Look how subtle that is.
Yo,
That's
Grizzle, welcome.
Hello.
Oh.
I was like, I haven't been in one of these in a while.
So I mean,
watch
we've
out
kind of
for
like
Silver Surfer.
Yeah, looped over this, where it's pretty much these guys are just saying pattern recognition and everything. They put a few
Shattered
things
Space.
together. Friday the 13th for the NES had Jason wearing purple and blue.
Oh,
Defiant wasn't even woke.
I'll bring it back up. Hold on.
Yeah.
What was even
let's see
woke
here.
about X Defiant?
This particular color. That's it.
Yeah,
Gaming.
I think
Look at Silver Surfer coming in to swoop away your.
Must be away from
who's
home.
Another big purple fucker. And let's see here. RoboCop's looking a little purple there.
Yeah.
RoboCop. Yeah.
Indoctrinate some more shit.
Smash just dropped a video on his.
It's so weird about
Where's
this
the-
entire Halo thing. Like he could just let
So,
it
yeah,
go. He doesn't let
He
things
is
go.
so-
I notice.
He is
Well,
so
he
fucking
has to
stupid.
get the win. He feels like he has to get the win.
It's like they want to reclaim the color, right? It's quote
Oh,
unquote
here it
been-
is. Here it is. Hold on.
We have some breaking.
Is this it?
It's colonized as per his
Hold
AI.
on. All right, I'm
girlfriend.
bringing out.
Hold on.
We have some breaking.
Oh,
what?
this one doesn't show him. Hold on. You can see in here that he's doing the green
That's a
screen
win
thing.
already.
See?
coincidentally they're working on it and they
He's green
started
screening
growing
his
again.
own
No,
fucking
she cut the
background.
price. That's why people are coming back to it.
Why?
It's
Why are
not going
you
to be
green
enough to
screening your
sustain Game Pass.
background?
They're still, as far as I can tell, losing a tremendous amount of money on Game Pass monthly.
That means if he went somewhere, he dragged a fucking green screen with him.
You can get one of those things that you can set up on your chair, and that's it.
Oh, that's true. Maybe he's using one of those. I have a bigger one when I was doing face cam. He can't because he needs the money for the divorce.
What?
I don't know about that. I don't know about that, but it's funny.
Why would you green screen yourself in front of your own room?
I have no idea. I guess he's out and he's trying to keep the same aesthetic, but I don't know.
Ever to
People
be
won't watch me if it's not my
X-Defiant,
background.
Gotham Knights,
What,
Age of
extremely
Veilguard?
confused?
Are you guys noticing anything? What about the new ones? Grego, what did they mean when they used bisexual lighting for this? MCU film news?
You see what I mean? Like this blue is constantly used
That's just
for
blue.
night scenes.
Right? Yeah. Like, well,
Guess the wife took over the goon shack.
It is so unhealthy to be this like worried about colors.
You literally see color and you hold on. We got damage coming in fast and hard. Let's see. Boop. Are you by yet, damaged? Hold on. You're not coming in. Let me make sure I don't have you muted.
It was my mic.
Oh, sure.
How's it going, damaged?
It's going all right. How are you doing, man?
It's a bitastic day, my friend.
It is something. Let's keep going.
Logan shirtless in
Logan
Insomniac's Wolverine. I mean, all I'm doing is bringing information. You guys do with this what you want. Carbine,
All I'm
choose
doing
one,
is
gamer,
bringing
Piss
information.
filter or bisexual lighting.
All
for
you're
the next
doing is
10
saving
years
pictures of shirtless Harry
I
man on
will
your
go
hard
with
drive,
piss
you
filter.
fucking freak.
over bisexual lighting.
So what you're saying is the gaming industry goes through color palettes from years to year, right? So basically you're just saying that the gaming industry tends to follow the same color palette because they do it based off of what they think is popular, and red and purple have been extremely popular in all forms of media over like the last few years.
He doesn't understand color theory.
You're right, he doesn't understand color theory.
Like, if you know, orange makes us salivate. The color orange makes us hungry. So you see it used a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And food stuff. I love that they're using God of War, by the way, on a woman who had a child.
Yeah.
What exactly is bisexual going on here?
Well, let's be real here.
Well, here's the
things
thing.
that Smashjt, the things that Smashjt doesn't know about could fill up that fucking warehouse at the end of Raiders of the Lost Ark.
He still gets views though. It's a crazy thing.
What it is they're using the bisexual lighting as a way to like go at the gays. That's what it comes down to. It's not that they think the game is bisexual. They're just like, these colors prove it's going to be woke.
Indoctrinate people.
Yeah, and they're trying to indoctrinate people and all of that others. One of the 93 Doom textures, Fire Blue, is pretty close to bisexual lighting too. Yeah, you're talking about like we just did you send me that picture of his old background? Like his streaming background used to be
in the general chat.
Oh, okay. Let me pull that up here.
While you're pulling that up, I just got to say that in 41 years on this earth, I don't think I've ever looked at a color and thought, man, I want to suck a dick.
Nah, true.
Yeah.
True.
I mean, that sounds like a fucking Jeff problem right there.
Yeah.
See, what they're confusing is the actual like joke of it being bisexual. It's a joke. It's an inside community, LGBT community joke.
There it is.
Mm-hmm.
That it's bisexual lighting, but it's not like actually it makes you that. Or I don't think the gaming industry cares that much.
Yeah, yeah.
No.
about that aspect. They just care about it
Well,
looks nice.
No, they're using it because it's been used a lot recently in a lot of forms of media, and it's been, on movies that have done well, right? The nightclub scene, we were talking about it yesterday. You can attach it to like Cthulhu, any of the Dark Old
highlights
ones,
really-
space. Yeah.
Like it gets a good night. It gets them a good mood. It's a very somber mood color.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a good color. I don't know. I just the core of this was the fact that a planet that's purple is purple. That's the worst part is
That's
how
what
this
it's all
originated.
Yeah.
Is that the planet is. They made it more purple than the original cover because they just wanted it to come through the image better.
All right,
That's
we only got a
it.
few minutes, like 3 minutes. I want to get through this 3 minutes so we can make fun of the court case.
I don't know. Yeah,
All
I
day
haven't
long.
checked on that.
Yeah.
Give me the piss filter, please. Please. Argon Dark Lord says,
way.
why is this very specific purple, aqua, green, golden, tan color scheme common in woke flop games, especially fantasy? It doesn't directly.
But it's also incredibly common in like successful games too.
He's reading a Grum's reply guy now.
Yeah.
Are they all just doing? Also, that's just them nitpicking. They just nitpick. You can
They
find
are.
it literally
They
in any game.
The woke slop games that are going to fail. Final
Star
Fantasy
Wars
VII.
not gonna fail.
Reddy's got a good point
Final
too.
Fan-
Purple is good for color, for mystery and magic. Yeah, it
Mystery
is
and magic,
pretty
absolutely.
commonly used in those.
The royal color.
Cloud Strife, Final Fantasy VII wears a purple outfit. Is he bisexual? Oh wait, well he did wear a dress, put a wig on, did a squat.
This Kamoji says this guy with the tiger PFP is one of the biggest spurgs on the anti-woke side.
Yeah,
Of
it's
course,
him and that
woke
AI
symbolism
emerald.
I
Yeah.
know of, but it's enough of a pattern that my
AI emerald
intuition
is
says there's
nuts.
something there if we dug into it. They replied, this is very niche knowledge, but woketards used to have an unhinged obsession with pastel
Oh,
colors
shit.
in fan art on Tumblr in the 2010s. Those Tumblr artists, usually college students at the time, graduated and started working in the games industry. And this is the evolution of that. Yeah, I know.
Wow,
It's people
that's-
inspired art,
forums?
but
That's some crazy fucking theory.
I don't think there's enough people to actually fill the industry.
Yeah,
But what
right.
does it tell you? These two dickheads have obviously been on those fucking Tumblr forums because how else would they know about that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Internet
I
people-
know it's Tumblr inspired art. So there you go.
Let's go back to the core worlds here real quick.
Yeah.
The only thing they do have there is that the whole Gwen is transcoded scene. Literally, there's a fucking trans flag in that scene.
Yeah.
So yes, there was intention there, but you can't just always. Again, it's just if they want it to be normalized, then just put it in things you like too.
Yeah.
Just take it back. It's not hard. It's just the colors are free. Nobody
The
owns them
colors are
truly.
free. Well, it's there are, like you said, there are instances of where this is used, and you can make an argument for arguing against Gwen not being trans, right, and being her own character for years, but saying that every instance of purple and red or pink is in blue are just signaling trans is probably the most ridiculous thing anyone could come up with.
Especially Halo.
It's so ridiculous that other anti-wokers are being like, nah, bud, this ain't it. Oh,
Yeah,
no.
he wouldn't listen to Kaida. I think
Mhm.
he would have, but
Yeah.
he just didn't want to.
Oh, God.
Because
oh, God.
again, it's
Oh God,
They
I
have this
forgot about
weird-
that dickhead.
they
Did
have
you
this
see,
like relationship with Xbox.
do you see my game? They're making me trans. Look at this blue. Making there's purple down
Smashjt
there.
reminds me of a crappier version of One Angry Gamer. Oh, I'm so trying to forget him.
why this specific color scheme? Requiem for a Dream says, they just like it, I guess. Maybe it has something to do with the colors of their numerous sexual identity flags. I've heard mentions of bisexual color lighting, and they pointed to the colors in that Spider-Verse scene to say Gwen was transcoded. And don't forget, guys, Summer Gay Fest is definitely coming up, and enjoy the.
Here is one thing that I dislike when they say, like, and usually it's not like the majority of gay people on accounts. It's like some shitter account that gets like 5 likes that they bring up that says that Gwen is trans coded, right? And I can argue that that's dumb. Like, she's a tomboy, I would think, but she's not like trans
In some
coded.
instances.
Yeah, in some instances.
Some instances she's very feminine.
Yeah,
but that's like that's
dog.
just.
Go ahead.
Oh yeah, here you go ahead, because like I'm like
I don't
one
have
side of that too.
I don't have a dog in that argument whatsoever because the Gwen Stacy that I know got dropped off of the Brooklyn Bridge by the Green Goblin and fucking died.
Yeah.
Like when it suddenly started popping up in like the later generations that there's like multiple Gwens across the world. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
Totally not bisexual lighting advertisement that Jeff Keighley just pushed forward 13 hours ago. If you think
You mean
that
the
this
same
is
guy
just
who
a
invited you to the games?
where in
you
this, like-
fucking sack of shit?
What?
Explain
Why is he so
to me.
aggressive about that?
Yeah, explain to me who reads this and says, you know, I think I like men too. You know, I think I want
An
to bring a
idiot.
man home and start a fucking polycule.
Molecule.
It's just
I don't
silly.
What?
coincidence. How many times do you need to be shown something before you're like, maybe it's not a coincidence anymore? Maybe there is an agenda going on in the game industry, and I'm not going to allow myself to be gaslit anymore by these people that tell me that
I'm
it's
not
just
going
my
to do your gaslighting
imagination,
yourself.
because it's a very clear agenda that's being pushed. Bisexual lighting is being pushed to the forefront, trying its darndest to take an entire generation of people and indoctrinate the next generation to make this feel like a normal thing, so that when they see the flags out in society, they feel comfortable
Dude,
around them.
is-
They're more
that is
accepting.
so insane. We're trying to get you to used to the color purple and blue together.
The entire
Is that a
basis
bad-
is already flawed because you can't just turn gay. You just don't.
So
Mhm.
wait, is that the dog on a bed?
No, it's me.
Where's
That's
it?
not
yeah,
actually
yeah,
there.
that's his dog on the bed.
I know I know the joke. He's making fun of Hassan, but I'm bringing it up. Like, is that a bed? Because where's the fucking sheets on that shit?
I have no idea. And why is there a bed out?
Damn, Jeff,
Like-
Jeff, you're fucking slacking on the housework, dude. Your fucking wife, man. She's out there fucking doing like the Lord's work, working with cancer patients while you're sitting in a slanty shanty drinking cheap fucking wine, getting drunk and complaining about stupid shit like this. You can't even put the fucking sheets on the bed. You lazy sack of shit.
Yeah, we're gonna get to the court case. I think we're gonna read through it just raw. I trust Rennie now not to dox anyone's name. We'll say.
Damn. He's looking like that fucking frog from Chrono Trigger. He looks like a bullfrog, man.
Yeah, he
Look
got
at
it
you.
kind of there.
Of it.
I know I
And
said bulldog
hopefully,
earlier,
the
but
way
just
that these fucktards think, they can indoctrinate them easier into the cult. Do you think I'm crazy? Do you think I'm
You-
crazy?
you No, I think
you're
Why
stupid.
does this keep happening?
You're literally that uncle that no
Don't
one
believe
wants
your
to
lying
talk
eyes.
to
Exactly.
on
I'm like,
Thanksgiving.
I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm like
It ain't
the
worse
dude
than
that's in
worse
James
it
Bond.
is.
You're the
Not
reason
this
why
guy a
your
year
fucking
ago.
family doesn't get invited to shit.
Yeah.
How many times do I have to show examples? And people are just like, I've noticed it, but
How many times do I have to
It's
show
like, well, here,
examples
I'll
of
put
you
your
being
finger
a
on for you.
fucking
There it is,
idiot?
right there. That's what it is.
Jesus Christ.
There's something wrong with this
So
man.
that-
No, not the fucking.
That is Smashjt.
I've made a few videos talking about the
Shut up.
Ugh,
few.
so damn.
It's so dumb. Let me finish this battle, and then we're going to pull up the case filings, and we're going to go over those together on this new case where basically they're trying to make. I've only skimmed a few parts of it in what Kamoji has shown in my Discord.
Oh, this is bad.
But it is. It seems like his lawyer is going to be eating some money. Old Ron's going to have to pull some pennies out of his pocket and give it up.
Not again.
Not again.
This is
I'm
bad.
almost done with this battle. I'm tearing. What's up? I'm tearing the fuck
No,
out
I'm
of
just
this.
saying that today's thing was bad. Like I've seen some dumb shit. This is probably one of the dumbest mistakes I've ever
Wait.
seen a lawyer do.
Wait, what? Smash was complaining family and friends were cutting him off. When?
Wait,
A while
no,
ago.
That was a while ago.
Oh,
yeah,
was it?
when he was,
Okay.
yeah, this is what I
I
was
completely
talking about
missed
when I
that.
said earlier. No, this is what I was talking about earlier when I
Mhm.
said that I think that he found out that somebody close or somebody like family came out,
No.
and he freaked. And
That would have
like,
explained why he's so weirdly aggressive, and he's just super anti like gay now.
Yeah.
yeah, he really fucking lost it one day. And that's what I'm thinking is like that sounds like a plausible scenario too. Is that somebody came out and said that they were gay, and he's like, "Oh, that's disgusting," or some shit, and they're like, "You're a fucking pig,"
Yeah. Yeah.
because it was just very random one day. You think you know people?
Oh,
Yeah, that's what I said
God.
too. That he's the reason why his family doesn't get invited to shit. You know that last thing that he did? I'll bet you anything that this is what happened. Because he said, well, the one where he was like about to break down into tears, and he's like, "We're definitely no more streams."
Yeah.
I bet you his wife was standing there with her arms folded while he was giving that shit. Because this is the one time that he wasn't like, this is the one time that he wasn't like, crazy bitches are out to ruin my life. And he even said, well, my wife came up to me and she said, how did the phone call go? And I had to tell her that, we can't remodel the bathroom for not, even if you only knew 10% of a lawsuit. If you found out that you have to hold off on fixing the toilet in your kid's bathroom, I'm not saying that's a problem, but imagine that the toilet just doesn't flush on the first 5 flushes. You got to give it a secret handshake. That you can't afford to do that because you're getting sued. She probably said, this shit is done. She's probably like, you are not doing this fucking shit anymore.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, my
And
thing is like
his
if
body
the
language-
family is avoiding him, if it really is avoiding him, that means it's starting to dip into his family life, right? It's his wife has to know the kind of content that he makes.
No.
No, because if the family
just-
isn't taking him, I guarantee someone has told her why they're not invited. So,
Well,
I mean, I could very much
I think she only knows to an extent. Because
Yeah.
my current theory is that he got the slanty shanty because his wife was like, listen, I don't want you saying this shit in front of the children anymore.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, I mean,
And
there
this-
was the video of talking about Roblox predators with my kids.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a really. You should never just. I get that
That's
their
disgusting.
experiences are probably
Mhm.
valid, but you have them written down, and then
Yeah.
that's it. You don't just show them on TV about
But
it.
you know what? He knows
Yeah.
what kind of fucking audience he has. True or false? Does he appeal to the Gooner audience?
Yes.
Yeah.
Why
yeah,
is he bringing
does.
Why is he bringing his children on camera?
Because he shows off Gooner stuff, not as often as some of the other ones do. Oh god.
Yeah.
Yeah, but still, why? But you know what? That's his audience. Why are you
Mhm.
bringing your children on stream?
I
Like,
don't
dude,
know.
and the thing that I was telling you about, there's video like from years back when he was getting called out on
I'm getting
shit.
my ass
He's got
handed
his
to
little
me.
daughter sitting on his lap. And of course, when the sun is on, and I'm not going to say anything bad about his children, but when the sun is done, he tries to act exactly like Jeff.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah, I could see that. Oh wait, what am I doing?
That's why I have a feeling that she, like I said, that she was standing in the doorway to that fucking slanty shanty with the arms folded and was like, "No, you are stopping this shit, and I'm going to stand there and make sure that that you're saying that you're not doing this."
Yeah, I mean, Kamoji's got it right. He uses his kids for sympathy bait a lot.
He uses his kids as a shield. He uses
Mhm.
like posting pictures of his wife, and then like, who the fuck posts a picture of their wife to a group of obviously people that are into the sexual side of gaming? Like, oh, we need bigger tits, we need hotter women, we need nicer asses. Why
I
are they
really-
covering? Why
Just
are they
sometimes they're
censoring?
odd.
Why are they censoring the upskirt of the character in Silent Hill F?
Yeah.
Like you're posting pictures of your wife. Why? So they could be like, "Damn, Smash, you got a good one." And you know what? There's people that are sitting there. Look at that fucking five head that she has, and he never says a shit about that to defend his wife. War, you are a husband. If somebody insulted your wife, what would you do?
Oh, I mean, I fucking stand up for her. One way or the
Exactly.
other. I'm not gonna fucking just leave it standing, right? She'd be pissed if I didn't say anything, and I'd be fucking pissed that I didn't say anything of myself, right? That's what you do
Yeah,
as a
Wait,
husband.
Well, you don't even post her, so you don't create that
Well, yeah,
situation
because
anyway.
I keep this hobby disconnected from my family, like you should.
Yeah. No,
Yeah, because
it's
people who are gonna
disgusting.
be enemies. Like, there are
We're
enemies out
almost
there that would
done.
love.
I'm running away, and then we'll
You got 3 ships left. It's time to go.
yeah. No, some of them
What
got
the fuck
away.
game is this, by the way?
This is Star Sector. It's basically a
This
sandbox.
just came out, didn't it?
No, this has been out 10 years. Well, it's in early access. It's
For
been in
10
early access for about
years.
10 years, yeah. But you can't find it on how do I retreat? I'm not used to retreating.
Oh, I haven't played this one before.
Um
Uh,
how the fuck do I retreat? I never retreat. Is it how the fuck do I
Yeah,
retreat? I
R.
don't know. I gotta look it up. Maybe it's R. Or did I?
R sounds like a hotkey for that sort of shit.
Yeah. Oh, it's right here. Autopilot.
Starless Abyss, you might dig. It's like a Lovecraftian spaceship like card game.
Yeah. It might be. Yeah, this is basically just a sandbox. You go through and it's a dilapidated sector of space, different factions
Mhm.
vying for control. Everything's kind of stagnated. And you go through
I'm trying to find the game that I used to.
now you can't buy this
I'm
game
trying to find
on I think I said it last time. You can't buy this game on Steam or anything like that. You have to go to their website to get it.
Oh, the old-fashioned way.
Yeah, the old-fashioned way. I don't know if it'll ever come to Steam. I think
That's
he
pretty
should.
cool.
I think it'll. It's like 4 guys who are making it. I think they should in a way, but
Maybe they're waiting.
they may wait till the 1.0, right? They're
Yeah,
at like
they don't wanna do, like,
they're at like
early access.
9.98a. How do I retreat?
Not quite there yet.
Yeah.
Notice they stopped complaining about
All right, we
007 for a minute now.
Right, they haven't talked
because it
about it
was
anymore.
successful.
Well, even Grum's never ever really particularly did anything with that, which is really interesting to me. Like he completely ignored it. Well, no, actually, he congratulated it. It was always the really unhinged ones like Mango
Mhm.
Lawyer that were just going ape over it because he goes ape anytime one of those games does well. It was him,
Gotcha.
Yorch. I don't know why Yorch tried so hard on that one either. Because like I thought he was literally one of the most popular girls in that one was the Latina girl at
Yeah.
that resort. I thought maybe he'd like that. I don't know.
I mean,
Because we
there
know
was
he's
the
actually-
problem is like it's a hard fight. Mostly it was Yorch talking about it. Yorch and JDA, doing their thing.
I don't know
Did
why
you see
they
that shit that they put
friends.
out?
Because they
Did you
think they
see
can
what
grow
yours
off of each
posted
other.
today?
No,
This
I
was the
haven't, I
gayest
haven't
thing
actually
that-
looked at them today.
This is the gayest thing that I have ever seen in a long, long time. He posted a
Really?
picture of him and JDA. Of course, it's AI. Like they're riding out together side by side on horses, and they're like conquistadors, and they're like leaving like an Aztec pyramid thing.
Mhm.
It's the most homoerotic thing I've ever seen in my life. Yorkshire Mountain.
Yorch
Oh,
back.
it was
Oh,
because
yeah. Because everyone's been doing that to them. Oh, I lost my fucking.
it was
good
AI
ship.
Emerald
Oh, that
that
hurts.
did that. Because AI Emerald called Yorch a colonizer or something. Shit.
Yeah,
Which is such a weird word to use.
it
but
is.
I guess
I
they
hate
kind
that
of
term as
borrow
much
it.
as anybody else.
They're just trying
Someone
to
commented his health is low because his wife went back.
Ah! All right. So now that I lost that battle and one of my best ships, fuck me. Let's view this fucking case filing. Boop.
Yeah,
I
this
had
is
to look up
bad.
how to retreat, and you have to set the autopilot. All right. So this just came out. New sanction.
Yep.
Oh, motion to leave for leave to file by Alyssa Mercante. I guess they're about to file more documents. Oh, leave to file. Yeah.
Boy.
So this one is the latest update. As we all know, Ron Coleman doxed Hypnotic. Well, what's funny about it is he didn't initially doxed him. He put a first and last name into one of his documents, and everyone speculated that it might be Hypno, but no one really knew. Then he uploaded the document publicly that confirmed it was Hypno, saying, "We're changing the name from this to Hypnotic."
Wow.
So that's how he ended up. Let's be honest, it could have only been Hypnotic. Yes, true, but it's still funny that he didn't even take the basic precautions after he had fucked up. He just went straight all in, right? He was the only one undoxed. Yeah, fair enough. But still funny that he put all of that out in the open. So basically, they've been going at him for this. From what I understand, what I think should happen is I think Hypno's lawyers should step in too and get some court money for it. But this was a motion for sanction put in by Green. Now, the facts of the judge for contempt as the defendant's counseling filing confidential information on the public docket by Alyssa Mercante. Boom, boom, boom. Then he's got all the exhibits. So we've got. They're not all very long, so it shouldn't take us too long to go through
they're not super long, but
yeah,
it's pretty obvious what happened here, and what happened here. I'm not going to spoil it until we get to the end.
Yeah. Let's read through it together. Let the whole group know what's going on. Please take notice that plaintiff Alyssa Mercante, by and through her counsel, will move this court at date and time to be determined by the court for an order. Certify relevant facts for the purpose of contempt, such that the district judge can make a decision on whether contempt is appropriate. Award sanctions pursuant to Rule 37. This rule keeps coming up over and over and over again. It's inherent powers, Rule 11, and any other relevant authority, and within either or both of those forms of relief, awarding reasonable attorney fees under Rule 37 or local Civ 83. A reasonable counsel fee necessitated by the contempt proceedings may be included in an item of damage. Damages or sanctions considered of the amount invoiced in Green Exhibit 2, and further sanctions in the form of the amount reasonably calculated to deter future similar carelessness by the counsel for others. So this is just basically saying, hey, he's breaking the rules. He's in contempt. We want to push in on that.
Yeah, and do you know who it's for?
It's for Ron.
Yep.
Yeah, it's not for Smash.
Yeah, this is a motion to find Ron in contempt.
Yes. Which is funny. Like, Ron's catching more heat from this than Smash is right now.
Well, yeah, because this is one of those rare times when it wasn't Smash's fault.
Mm-hmm. So this is the
Except
bigger
for
heat of
hiring.
the document. Table of contents, preliminary statement. As the court unfortunately knows at this stage, counsel for defendant has consistently failed to use due care in this case. I mean, that's saying something. This motion concerns, at least as far as severity of the results, the low point of that lack of care. I know what Ron may come back with is he may bring up the fact that she did put in Smash's address in a case that's based around like harassment and doxing.
This wipes it out.
That's one case where they
If he remembers too.
Yeah.
Now read the next part.
The filing the option confirms the bank account. Oh yeah, he did the bank account information too. I forgot about that.
Yes.
Filing the opposing for that's right. It was theirs. Unredacted
He put their
on the
bank
document.
account unredacted.
Yep. Yeah, he did. Oh, I completely forgot about that. Before, yeah, it was theirs. Yeah, which this is a bigger deal than the hypnotic angle. So they're probably just going to use hypnotic.
This is fraud.
Yeah, they're absolutely going to use hypnotic. I don't know about fraud, but it is like I can see where they could hold them in contempt because that is very personal information. The fact that Kiwi Farms poster calling Ron a hack is now an exhibit is really funny. Yes, it is.
But hold on a second. It is fraud because if you're posting someone's bank account info, we're talking account numbers, routing numbers, what bank. If that's out in the fucking open, and if Kiwi Farms knows about it, somebody could get into that shit.
Well, so it's not fraud in the fact that Ron's committing fraud. It's
no.
on his part,
They have
but
to.
People could
that's
commit
negligence,
fraud.
but that's what I'm saying. This is a fraud issue. This is him opening them up to the potential of a fucking fraud thing happening. Yeah, that's beyond bad.
Yeah, it's definitely opening them up to it. But I don't think it won't be put in as fraud. It's definitely going to be like a contempt of court. I don't know what other things that they'll do I don't know that it's going to be right. The judge may just say, we're not worried about it. But
they're going to be worried about that.
Yeah. But as I've heard, like from the sounds of like the judge is really just tired of this shit. All right. So anyway, before the merits, however, it bears mention that this motion did not need to be and should not have needed to be filed. The court strongly encouraged defendant's counsel to settle the issue. It is sloppiness. It doesn't need to be addressed. I hope that you will come up with a way to reimburse Mix Green. I'm not ordering sanctions now, but I hope that you can talk about, and if you can't agree on that, and if the cost is not covered, then plaintiff is free to make the application. So yeah, judge is pretty much like, you need to agree on a cost for this because you fucked up. If you don't, I will. When the courts pressed in that way, defendant's counsel seemingly agreed to work at settling the issue. No, we can agree on that. I'm sure of it. However, and unfortunately predictable at this stage, counsel made an insulting offer of less than 5% of the actual out-of-pocket cost imposed by his, to use the court's description, undisputed sloppiness. Declared he did not think it was reasonable to essentially take any steps to mitigate his publishing of bank information, and then simply stopped responding about the issue despite the follow-up. And that silence continued despite being raised in a status letter. So he was just like, he just started ghosting her. Accordingly, now the court has to decide the issue with relevant consequences, filing documents and information designed confidentially, as has happened 3 times so far in this case, in violation of a court order and according necessary remedies sound in either sanction, contempt, or both. Have they already been charged for the other stuff dealing with the, or like, I guess it's been added to the charges? For when they like we're refusing to release stuff on Discovery. I can only
It's a
imagine how.
secondary thing.
Yeah. I can only imagine how much Alyssa and her lawyers are laughing their butts off at the sheer incompetence of Ron. Yeah, like even if they had a case before, it just seems like he's burying this case as deep as he can't. Oh, they haven't? Okay, so that's still ongoing. See, I got to keep up with this case and get back on my Smash A logging. this is going to be a regular thing, us looking at the case files again. Accordingly, now the court has to decide the issue with relevant consequences. Filing documents and information designed confidentially and has... Oh, I already read that. Boop. I already read that. There's the stuff for sanctions and fees, sanctions. This is all the relevant data. More, defendant has forced plaintiff to make this motion to simply get the out-of-pocket expense his counsel's sloppiness has caused back. The warrant's attorney's fees and last defendant's counsel apparent lack of perspective about the seriousness of his conduct suggests that ensuring the deterrent function of a sanction is necessary here, and just making plaintiff and her counsel whole is insufficient to address the conduct. I mean, I could see where she's going from like that. I don't know how that works legally, but yeah, he's already doxed a person when it should have been kept off the record. Then now he's released banking information of the plaintiff. It's just like, what are we doing here? There needs to be something to keep him from doing this again. And this is the relative factual and procedural history. As the court knows, sloppiness has been an endemic in the defendant's counsel's handling of this litigation. As it said directly, Smash can sue Ron for malpractice. Possibly. I actually, huh?
The Laura Loomer thing?
Yeah, like the Laura Loomer thing. I mean, he already lost
won
that
that,
case,
by
I'm
the
pretty
way.
sure. Yeah, she did.
Yeah. That's still funny too. I would. What review site does Ron go through? Like, does he have like a Linkit or something?
I don't know. I haven't seen any of his.
Like, why would if a guy loses twice to malpractice, guy should lose his license.
Yeah. If they hired Remy for that, it'd be hilarious. Oh man, bring Remy and Smash together now. Take down Ron. But yeah. Oh well, it's like I know he reached out to Laura Loomer, right? So he reached out to her when he heard about his case because Ron his career is about trying to make win cases that are popular, right? I'm pretty sure he got introduced to Ron, or Smash got introduced to Ron through Master of the TDS. So that's where it came in there. So it's not like they were looking at his reviews. It was people reached out or in their stead and were like, this guy's good. And they lied. Knowingly or unknowingly. Too bad Ron isn't able to do
not really
the
a
winning
therapist
part.
calling himself a therapist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kimoji. He's forgetting the whole part of the case where if you're going to be famous for winning famous cases, you have to fucking win them. Oh man.
This arguably should have been so easy for them, but they did something wrong for it to last this long.
Yeah, absolutely. As the court knows, sloppiness has been an epidemic on the counseling. The court has issued 2 direct warnings so far about carelessness in filings, not to mention the multiple rounds of warnings that Rule 37 sanctions would follow if responses did not follow the rule and the ultimate sanctions did not follow. Plaintiff assumes the court's general familiarity with the problem here and only recaps the most relevant history. Defendant's counsel has carelessly filed confidential information on the docket 2 other times. Other times from the first 2? With that relevant to the issue, defendant's counsel has filed confidential information to the docket 3 times. Interesting. The defendant filed a letter without any reason to include information anyway, including the defendant's colleague with the pseudonym Hypnotic, Hypnotic's full name. That name was designated confidential, a fact that was made clear in every part of the transmission of the settlement demand. So it's like in the very beginning, it was said like, hey, this guy's name isn't out in the open, so go ahead, and we're keeping his name hidden, right? Counsel did so in describing a settlements demand collection of exhibits, even though there was no significant reason to identify those exhibits. Indeed, the motion, later denied, sought some unspecified remedy for plaintiff, making public that settlement demanded without the exhibits and with the redactions to address the confidentiality designation. Blah, 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 blah. I hate court speak. Defendant filed that motion on a Sunday evening, and while context may have allowed some interference, the full name was Hypnotics. It did not confirm as much. Yeah, didn't confirm it. Plaintiff's counsel immediately alerted him to the mistake with no response. Hypnotics counsel did the same the next morning. Instead of making an appropriate application under seal, defendant's counsel publicly filed a replacement letter that swapped out the names so that both names were on the document at the same time. I guess Ron didn't agree with Hypnotic names being confidential too. Nope. Well, he's gonna infamous for losing popular cases, though in the particular case there ain't one that's all that popular. True. Smash is not exactly, high level case. We're not exactly going to set any precedent with this case. As far as the excess, defendant's counsel declared, defendant's letter was filed on an emergency basis Sunday evening, and the inclusion of the witness's name was an oversight. Yeah, you seem to be oversighting a lot recently. Seems to be that Ron makes an oopsie daisy, little forgetfulness. The only relief the letter sought was, per the letter itself, was that defendant expects that these issues will be addressed at the status conference scheduled for April 21st, 2026. Second, in the same filing as the bank information, oh wow, defendant's counsel decided that he did not have to give any regard for confidentiality designation he believed was improper, as the court had to explain to the counsel, no, that's correct, that's true, and Mr. Coleman, if they designate something as confidential, there's a procedure in the protective order to challenge that if you think it's important and properly designated. It should not be filed on the document through with confidential designations, whether you agree with it or not personally, until it's been de-designated. So basically, no, this is a court filing, Ron. This is a court filing. There are rules. You have rules to these things that you have to follow as a lawyer. You should have learned this when you were studying to become a lawyer. In lawyer school. When you were getting your lawyer GED.
How in the fuck do you go about hiring Lionel Hutz?
Lionel Hutz.
Like a real life Lionel Hutz.
Right?
I'm looking for a bad court thingy. You mean a mistrial? Yeah. That's why you're the judge and I'm the law talking guy. The lawyer. Yeah.
Oh.
They're just very special.
it is very special, man. This whole group is very special. Ron's very special. Smash is very special. Oh, and
I wonder
even
if
in
they're
that,
having a fallout.
oh God, they
I don't
have to
know.
be. Well, like I
Oh,
was,
remember? Do you remember it was Ron like that one post or something where it was insulting Smash?
true. Yeah, I
I wish I
remember that.
remember.
Well, it's like I wonder if Ron sees the forest for the trees when it comes to this case, and he's realizing now that it's not a simple cut and dry, um, you know, slap case where he was gonna, just slap this Alyssa down, and he just, now he knows it's just a money sink. Smash doesn't have any more money, right? So he's going to, he's going to do his thing with it.
Yeah.
And
Sometimes I wonder if this is revenge for all the extra work that Jeff caused him by going on stream and opening his mouth.
He wouldn't care if he was getting paid. He's charging over $1,000 an hour.
Yeah,
I know, but imagine the stress.
1,000 an hour is so much.
I mean, yeah, I know. At the end of the day, you're a lawyer, and whatever your client does, you got to fucking do. It's just I'm trying to make light of it, just based off of how fucking sad this shit is. This is sad.
Yeah, yeah. Again, even with that explanation, because of pushback, the court had to continue to explain how confidentiality works. But you can't file something on the docket. What's crazy about this is in New York, like Ron's stomping grounds. This is where he should know the laws more than anyone else, right? More than anyone else. But here we are. Again, the explanation for this ultimately but you can't file something on the docket that says confidential on it, okay? It's like she's describing it to a fucking child. But if they put confidential and you disagree with it, then you should have challenged it and asked them, and you could have sent a letter to the court saying, we want to post this, but we can't because you file it under seal and say we disagree with the designation. Again, the explanation for this ultimately boiled down to a self-imposing emergency. Defendant missed a deadline. The court explicitly said was to file something with the court and otherwise pay by a certain date. After waiting 2 days after the deadline, plaintiff, given the lack of filing, served payment information. Counsel apparently perceived, despite nothing pending, this is an emergency requiring filing on a Friday night. As far as following the process, when the court asked Mr. Coleman why he couldn't have filed it under seal, he brushed it off to saying, we really didn't have time for that. I'm sorry, Judge. We didn't have time for the law. Ron laughing his way to the bank while the kid's bathroom can't flush. That's what I'm talking about.
It's horrible.
Oh, those poor kids. There's no college fund for them. Listen, guys, you're gonna have to join the military.
No bathroom sink.
Oh.
No college fund, no bathroom sink.
Yeah.
Man.
Having a
Where are we at?
Honey, I hope you saved the receipt for those towels. I gotta pay Ron for another 3 hours.
The court noted that he did not need to file the exhibits, and for that matter, there is absolutely no reason counsel could not have made the application on Saturday evening or Sunday, since, as the court pointed out, there was not reason the court should have been working on that issue over the weekend.
Agreed.
Instead, the self-imposed deadline created sloppiness and led to an intentional decision to avoid using the sealing mechanism the court orders in this case mandate because we really didn't have time for that. Oh, God, this is just so fucking bad.
It's terrible.
Yeah. Last, before discussing the filing at the core of this motion, in a mirror of the facts about the public filing, defendant's counsel has twice filed an ex parte and sealed a motion without any basis for that filing. Defendant apparently, without any basis, filed a motion for a protective order ex parte. The court plainly directed him. Defendant is directed to refile the motion without the ex parte. So he's done it before, right? He's done a protective order before and been denied. But when we're doing this one, he's like, I didn't have time, guys. I just didn't have time. Ron living up to the Jew from New York stereotype.
Protective order against himself or his lawyer.
I wish his fans actually looked at this stuff constantly, because like they always talk like they're confident, and I'm like, you guys have just no idea. You just have no idea how bad it is.
Yeah. I mean, all you have to do is like read the case.
Blind loyalty.
Yeah.
How do you get that pressed over a fucking Kotaku editor?
You should have never instigated her, dude.
No, absolutely not.
True. Well, like Mike says it just right. Like I never would have gotten in myself into this, but if I hypothetically did, I would have given an out, and I was given an out like this, I'd take it. Well, he was given an out. They gave him stuff, but they didn't like it, so they he
didn't like the apology.
Yeah, they didn't want to apologize. Ron really be like, files order wrong twice, refuses to elaborate. Giga Chad image. Oh. Defendant apparently without any basis filed a motion for, we've already got that. But the next day, counsel filed it as ex parte again, so the court issued another order directing the defendant had, I remember this. Defendant was directed to refile the ex parte motion protective order 77 without the ex parte designation by the state. Instead, the defendant refiled the same 80 motion ex parte on the 5th. Defendant is directed to refile the motion to the public docket by the 7th. Like it's mistake after mistake. You know that it's going bad when like the law tubers are turning against you on this, right? Like when they're the ones who are like friends with Ron are like, Ron, man, I don't know what you're doing here, bud. This is not looking good. You've handed Alyssa the case. Oh.
Hey, maybe Manga Lawyer can represent them.
Maybe.
Yeah.
April 6, 2026 minute order. This also undermines the claim that the filing something under seal is so burdensome that it cannot be done quickly. Apparently, it is easy enough that counsel managed to do it by accident twice. Remember now, everybody from Smashjt to Hypnotic wanted this lawsuit to happen. They did. They begged for it. They constantly begged for it. I dare you. Do it. Do it. Do it.
Where's the lawsuit, Alyssa?
Saul Dickman,
aka
Legal Mindset immediately. Yeah, Legal Mindset will say that this case is going in Smash's favor. Core to this motion in the same unnecessary Friday night filing discussed above, apparently assembled between the close of business and sundown, defendant included misredacted bank information for the plaintiff's counsel's firm. Specifically, rather than a proper redaction, counsel simply placed a white box over the text. Thus, it was simple to move the box.
Yeah, and if you fucking left click and drag it over it, the shit appears like a fucking magic eraser thing.
Yeah, it's crazy that they did it that way. Like, come on. Ron should have been redacting stuff like his entire career. And you're telling me he just turns around and makes it so that you can move it over out of the way?
Well, he's from an era where you would just take a black marker and be like...
Yeah.
Just
out of the way.
Laziest.
But he's got interns. He's got to have some interns that are young, right? dick measuring with a soy Kotaku journalist woman, and somehow all of that came out short. Oh.
You know, that reminds me of a fucking argument I got into with Jeff, and he got really fucking upset about it. You know, it's bad when he gets when he like can't hide being upset, because he was all bragging. Well, you know, it shows how easy it is to get hired at Kotaku, because maybe I'll get hired on. I put in my job application. And then the next day he's posted his rejection letter from them. Oh, well, it's, you know, it's all just, you know, there's bias. And I said, man, that's pretty fucking bad when you can't even get hired by Kotaku.
Right. Oh. What do we see here? Thus, it was simple to move the box out of the way and see the bank details, or otherwise to be able to copy and paste the superficial, obscure details. To be clear, there was absolutely no reason at all to include the email with bank information. Yeah, that seems true when I looked over it. Like, I don't understand why they needed to put that into the filing whatsoever. Correspondence between parties. What's the court case? This, welcome, Gatsby, the average Gatsby, I guess. This is the Alyssa Mercante versus Smashjt filings. Ron has made a mistake that is going to cost Ron, not Smash, court fees that he's got to pay out. And he's refusing to talk about the issue and work it out without getting the judge involved. Yes, this was filed today. So now they are hitting him and making the court basically say you have to pay money because you shared bank information for no good reason.
My God. Sure, he has the money to pay for it.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be Smash. It's gonna be the money Smash paid him.
Getting held in contempt of court, man. Fucking a lawyer getting held in contempt of court. This isn't My Cousin Vinny. This isn't funny.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's hilarious, but to be clear, no.
Correspondence between
correspondence between parties should rarely be attached to papers anyway. Correspondence between the parties is a type of document generally not filed on the case docket. Yeah, usually when they're emailing back and forth, they don't, right? I could say there's been a bit of a sharing of emails because of the back and forth that they've had, usually is proof of evidence that Ron is unwilling to work with Remy. It's funny because Smash and Friends quite literally asked for it. It is. Let's say that again. There is tons of tweets of them saying, bring it. Where's the lawsuit, Alyssa? Where's the lawsuit? When are you going to sue me, Alyssa? Sue me, sue me. And here we are in 2026, still in the middle of the lawsuit. We haven't even gotten past discovery yet. And it's already been said that even if they don't get discovery in New York, they're just going to refile in California and start it at the very beginning. Just had EGAD bring up the fucking ChatGPT law things too. He's such a fucking idiot. Yeah. I mean, when I was first reading about the case, right? When I first heard about the case, I thought it was only defamation, so I thought it was a bullshit case. But then when I went in and read the case, my thing was, okay, I think there is a argument for harassment on this side. But the defamation part,
it gets worse.
Well, the defamation part, him calling her a prostitute and stuff like that, I'm a First Amendment guy. Generally, it's really hard to prove defamation. The big things you have to have is there has to be some kind of damages, which I knew Alyssa could prove, but the big one she would have to prove is malice. And that's usually where they all fall apart, is malice, because she's a public figure, right? But the moment the ChatGPT emails messages came out, I'm like, oh, yeah, that looks like malice. Even though it wasn't like before the first time he called her a prostitute, it's him still twisting the lie, knowing it's not true, to continue to push the narrative. Like he's continuing to defame her even after this case has been going through, right? Generally so close to cow status. He really is. Like Smash's new purple light theory. Oh man, it's such a lol cow conspiracy theory.
Well, the old saying is true. Hell hath no fury as a woman called a fucking whore.
Yeah, true.
All right, I'm
All
gonna
right.
head out of the chat, but I'm gonna watch the stream.
Getting sleepy times.
Yeah, sleepy time.
All right, brother. We'll see you later.
Hey.
Here's where it gets good.
Yeah. All right. Correspondence between parties should rarely be attached in papers. We already saw that. And on this document, both parties have previously quoted for correspondence when such quotations are necessary without attaching it, as is common practice across the district. There is no reason for Coleman to attach the email with bank information, and certainly not when he, by his own description, lacked the time to exercise due care. User from another of Mr. Coleman's clients, the forum publicly called Kiwi Farms, found this information and circulated it. Despite having Kiwi Farms as a client, Mr. Coleman refused to ask his client to take the information down. Well, my thing on that is once it's become public, it's out of the box. Kiwi Farms, like from a legal standpoint, like Kiwi Farms is no longer at fault. The people who spread it around after it's gone public aren't at fault. It falls strictly on Ron, right?
Mm-hmm.
It may go without saying, but public disclosure of banking information is a major event. It is, yes. Very, very crazy people can do a lot of things with banking information. There are many, many ways bad actors could use the information, empty the accounts, among other things. Yep.
That's what I meant when I said this is a fraud issue. It's not saying that what Ron did was fraud. It's that Ron opened the door for potential fraud to happen to the account.
Absolutely.
So just to clarify, I'm not saying that it was Ron that was doing the fraud. So like I said, just a quick clarification there.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of where I knew you were going for it there with it. So yeah, more than likely the account number's probably already been changed.
Yeah, it's already been shut down.
Yeah,
because if it's Remy, they would have gotten on it. If it was Ron, 6 to 8 business days.
Yeah. All right, Damage. Appreciate it. Thanks for coming on and giving your little piece. But yeah, it's nuts. I've worked in the banking industry. I've seen accounts get opened and emptied out. I've seen account numbers used for fraud. I've seen a lot of people will take the account number and then stamp it onto a check and try and cash money that way out of it in small amounts that don't signal to. Oh yeah. It happens all the time. There are many, many ways bad actors could use the information to empty the accounts, among other things. When it became clear the bank information had been posted, plaintiff's counsel made an emergency ex parte motion to seal the docket entry. The court jumped into action to sealing the entire entry nearly immediately on Sunday night. But nearly immediately online is nothing. All right, time for rest. Just saw you were streaming and wanted to stop in and punch in chat for the algorithm. Appreciate it, Average Gatsby. You're always welcome anytime, bud. This is just so nuts. The court jumped into action.
Feel better soon, Damaged.
That's right. Feel better soon. Plaintiff's counsel's firm then had their external accountant drop everything to address the emergency created by the defendant's counsel's mistake. Yes. And also that was on a weekend, wasn't it? Did they say when it was dropped? Was it on a weekend? Either way.
So, and it was one of those things where he felt that he didn't have to do anything because it wasn't fucking business hours.
Yeah, right.
You fucking dolt.
Well, the thing, if it was done on a weekend, then there's not always someone to do the changing of the account stuff. I mean, like bigger banks do have call-in centers that you can do with it, but I don't know. it's usually harder to get a hold of people on the weekend.
I'm looking at it just on the basis of he didn't do anything. He acted like, well, it's not it's not business hours, so I don't even have to pay this any mind.
Yeah, right.
It's just it's a no fucks given.
Yeah. Including more than 7 hours on Monday, May 11th. Oh, I see. Yeah, it was on Sunday. So Sunday, including more than 7 hours on Monday, the 11th, and more than 2 hours late that Sunday to rework the firm's banking solutions to mitigate the risk from defendants' counsel's carelessness. Yep. Counsel, too, needed to engage in break glass type measures.
My real passion is my hobby.
Oh,
Really? What's that?
I work with retards.
Thank you, Average Gatsby. Thank you very much. We are getting closer and closer to that $200 or 200 subs. I'm excited. Counsel 2 needs to engage in breaking glass type measures, also dropping everything beginning of that Sunday night. Counsel eventually commits in principle to pay for the expenses. Plaintiff asked the counsel if he would offer to cover any related costs from the filing, Green, Exhibit 3 and 4. He initially said no, but asked for more information. Accordingly, plaintiff specified costs, which included things like the hour's pay for relevant professionals' dealings with this emergency. Again, counsel refused to agree even in the principle that plaintiff should not bear the cost of the leak. That's kind of crazy, right? Because I didn't think about it that way. They had to pay their accountant probably, extra hours.
Emergency session.
Yeah, emergency session to get all of this stuff taken care of. And then, the filings to the court to get it sealed and all of that. It's just cost. And Ron's like, I agree with you that you shouldn't have to pay all the costs, but I'm not going to pay them. Oh
yeah, really sorry to hear that happened to you.
Yeah, really sorry to hear that happened to you. He initially said no, but asked for more information. Accordingly, plaintiff specified costs would include things like the hourly pay relevant to professional dealings with this emergency. Again, counsel refused to agree, even in principle, that plaintiff should not bear the cost of the leak. Jesus. At the conference, however, when pressed, counsel seemingly changed his views. Plaintiff tried to press the issue, saying, if I had accidentally posted somebody else's bank information to a docket, I would be, what is that, apoplectic?
Apologetic.
Why can't I fucking read today? That just doesn't look like that's what it's spelled like. Apologetic.
No, wait. Well, that's what it should be, but it says apoplectic.
Apocalyptic. Okay. And do
all right,
everything.
hold on. I want to see if that's even a fucking word.
I think that's a word, bud. Ron just does not give a shit. Yeah, that's kind of my thing. No, he's like so out on this one. He's like, I can't get smashed. It's probably good.
Apocalyptic or whatever the fuck you call it. It's like the fanciest way of saying being overcome with extreme anger or fury to the point of being red in the face and speechless.
Yeah. If I had, and do everything in my human ability to fix it. And the first thing I would do is say, look, like it's on me, any costs that you have like sent them to me. And in response, Mr. Coleman said, send them to me and let's have that discussion. So like, this is conspiracy theory brained, right? Conspiracy theory brained here. Do you think Ron's trying to tank the case so that it's just like it doesn't have to go to court? It's just an automatic win because Smash won't take a deal for any reason? Like obviously that would get him sued, but it's not like he hasn't been sued already for something similar. Or is it just
if I was going to go, I think it's a combination of incompetence because if this was me like just like trying to throw a theory at the wall. You think that he wants to bankrupt Jeff so Jeff can't come back and sue him later for incompetence?
Yeah. Yeah. Smash is going to sue him with that what money? Fair enough. Fair enough. I don't think he's going to get any more of that fan money. He's always got, what was that guy's name that fucking donates him $1,000 a month?
Let's be real. That was probably him donating it to himself so he can file a tax fucking write-off.
Probably. I'm going to give Mr. Okay, so I don't know whether this will be fruitful or not. The court gave the summary noted above. Let's try it. I understand your frustration. The bank information should have never been posted on the docket. I'm going to give Mr. Coleman the benefit of the doubt that he didn't realize the bank information was actually getting posted when he was posting confidential information. It's a big mistake, but unfortunately, had attorneys make mistakes with posting things on the docket multiple times, it is sloppiness. It does not need to be addressed, it does need to be addressed. I don't think anyone would respect Smash pro bono. Yeah, I know, right? Represent Smash pro bono. I hope you will come up with a way to reimburse McScreen. I'm not ordering sanctions now, but I hope that you can talk about. If you can't agree on that, and if the cost is not covered, then the plaintiff is free to make the application. Thus, Ron Coleman committed clearly, no, we can agree on that. And then he's like 5%. That's what I agree to. You're only getting 5%. The court records recorded that agreement in its minute order. Defense counsel also stated his intent to cover the costs of plaintiff's counsel resulting from the unredacted filing at ECF 88. Accordingly, plaintiff transmitted the invoice from her counsel's firm accountant, Green 1 and 2. That bill was for about 19 hours for data breach mitigation. Yeah. Services billed at frankly criminally low rate of $260 an hour. Woo, buddy. That actually does sound low considering it's a business firm, like it's a law firm, you know.
Well, 8-hour day.
Yeah.
Not everybody can pull that out of their ass.
True. The relevant professional, Mr. Jones, has a JD and PhD from Harvard and is, at least in plaintiff's counsel view, quite possibly the best tax and financial risk professional they've ever met or used. Instead of engaging seriously, counsel made a token offer premised on basic sloppy mistakes, like not seeming to grasp that Dr. Jones was the firm's accountant. This response was, to put gently, not exactly the tone one might have expected. I have your May 22nd transmittal of the extralegal LLC invoice. At the May 11th hearing, I expressed willingness to discuss reasonable documented costs your firm has incurred in addressing the May 19th docket posting. The court's May 12 minute order memorized that stated intent without fixing any amount or formula. Neither the curriculum nor the order created any entitlement to reimburse of any particular sum or anything at all. Jesus. The $19.29 an hour of outside attorney work at $260 an hour did not fall within the cost categories discussed in the May 11th hearing, or the categories you identified in the court, namely bank accounts, opening and closing fees, and time spent by your firm's accountant. That's what he's talking about. They're talking about right here. This is their firming account. It's not always as simple as opening and closing fees, right? The $19 an hour. It is also not clear that any account closure or reopening was necessary in the what do you fucking mean? Oh, Ron's the kind of guy to get tricked by a caller saying that his account's been hacked. What do you mean it doesn't need to be changed? Everyone can see it. Every check has account numbers at the bottom of it, right? So if a check gets your check gets stolen, you can cancel those checks to make it easier, but the account number is still there. And sometimes banking fraudsters will try and make their own checks to pull from the accounts. Usually it's to try and get a quick grab. The check is going to bounce because it's not connected to what they're using. But yeah, you want to change the account number for this. Without conceding any obligation and entirely voluntary, I offer $250 in the spirit of the discussion at the May 11th hearing. The offer is not subject to negotiation upward and is not contingent on further documentation. Please advise within a reasonable time whether you accept. This offer is withdrawn, and I will consider the matter closed. What? He's like, hey, I know you paid 19 hours of $250 an hour, but I'll give you one hour. I'll give you 1 hour of the cost.
It's not even 5%.
Yeah. Though plaintiff clarified.
Fucking sack of shit.
Yeah. Though plaintiff clarified that Dr. Jones is an accountant and attempted to have a discussion, albeit while clarifying she would not shoulder the actual out-of-pocket costs here, Mr. Coleman did not respond further, so he apparently considered this matter closed. His offer, accordingly, was for less than an hour of relevant professional time. Despite seeming to concede, he agreed to pay for time spent by your firm's accountant.
Fucking hell.
They have the invoice as an exhibit on this filing. Oh, Jesus. Violation of a confidentiality order is no different than violation of any other court order. Violations should be taken seriously, and they call for sanctions and or contempt. I mean, it'll probably be money, but hearing contempt is funny because they could put him in jail, right?
Yeah.
They probably won't. Like I said, he'll be made to pay it, but it would be funny to see the headline: Ron Coleman, Jeff Smashjt's attorney, jailed by woke mob agenda.
Wow.
That's insane Jewish trickery attempt right there, right? Oh, I agree to pay. How about $250? It's like you go to cut someone's yard, you finish cutting the yard, and he's like, I said I was going to give you $50, but here's a $5. Thank you for being such a good boy. Here, there is little question an order was violated. Plaintiff designated the bank information confidential, and it was filed publicly nonetheless. As the court said, the banking account information should never been posted on the document. To be fair, if Ron gets jailed, Smash can make a video about it. Yes, he can.
He's such a good mensch that he went to jail for me.
Right. And while there are two other unquestionable violations of the application of the applicable confidentiality order, including one in the same filing where defendant's counsel admitted the violation was intentional and made because he disagreed with the designation and he really didn't have time for doing what the confidentiality says he must. You'll be hearing from my lawyer about the $50 you still owe me.
Sometimes I wonder too if the reason why all this shit happens is because this lawyer is part of the LGBTQ community, right?
Yeah, Remy, she's trans.
Yeah. And these old fucks, man, They don't like that shit. They hate that shit. They think they're not human beings and that they can do whatever the fuck they want to them. I mean, well, hold on before you try to counter that. Do you remember how many times they were in the fucking courtroom where there was like transcripts of like discussions in the court, and
Yeah.
Remy had to constantly correct Ron, and even the judge was like, "Listen, use the right pronouns."
Yeah, I do remember
And
that.
that's
I
not,
mean, I agree with
yeah.
that at
He
some
has
point.
so he has so little fucking regard for her as a human being that he doesn't give a shit.
But as
It's
we've
just
seen, and here's my
I
thing about it, like I agree with you that like yes, he had no disregard for using her pronouns and other stuff like that, like typical like far right wing, thing. However, he was just as incompetent with the Loomer case.
Loomer.
So
See, I don't know so much about the Loomer case just because I don't give two fucks about Laura Loomer.
so
I just go based off of what I'm seeing him do here.
yeah.
That like I try I know I have smash stories for days. So it's kind of funny for me to be like, I don't normally try to judge a perception of something
Hmm.
based off of what I've heard, more of what I've seen. The
So what
difference is
happened?
I've seen Smash's shit.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. What happened in the Laura Loomer case is that something that'll happen in a lot of these cases is what is it called? A offer will be made that is like $0. Hey, like $0, we just close the case. Everybody is good, right? And that's what was made to Laura Loomer, but Ron never told her. Ron just sent it back saying, "No, we don't. We don't take it." Which she probably would have said no, she didn't want to accept it, but she wasn't informed of the risks or that the document even existed. So she ended up losing the
It's a
case.
lot of principle shit.
Yeah, because he was so incompetent, he couldn't tell her how risky the case was, the chances of winning, and then completely forgot to ask her about a document. So yeah, I mean, I
Do you
get
think it's incompetence or laziness?
I think it's a little bit of both at this point. I think he might be getting some of the memory problems in his old age.
Dementia?
Yeah, little dementia there. Instead of remedy,
He
if the
is a
bank.
cantankerous old fuck, isn't he?
Oh yeah. I mean, he's Jewish, so.
Well, that's neither here nor there. It's a funny joke, but just in case old Ron listens, I didn't say that. But
Ron's a free speech guy. Ron's not going to come after me for saying he's a Jew.
No, he'll just dox your fucking address.
Well, maybe.
Or didn't Eric do that already?
Huh? No, he doxed my name. Well, it wasn't even really a dox. It pissed me off because he was trying to signal boost it, but luckily no one fucking watches him. So I fixed my mistake. Damage helped me fix my mistake and look for any more holes. But my name was on my full name account was attached to my Wargaming Dad Patreon, which I don't even like use or shout out. It's just
where
there.
they try to intimidate you.
Yeah,
It's that
they
shit where they
tried.
try to intimidate you by saying, "Oh, I know your name." People have done that to me, and I'm like, asshole. It's in the fucking credits of the videos.
No, it wasn't Eric Debunks. It was 8-bit Eric. Eric, the drunk, the piss boy himself.
I think I'm fucking awesome because I'm swishing around my fucking fat gut and pouring McDonald's fries all over myself. The I'm so manly that I can do a bunch of homoerotic stuff.
Right.
The most I will ever know, the most that I will ever remember about Eric is just that so many people wanted to beat the shit out of him, and Jay, it wasn't Jay, it was the other one, would like step in and stop it.
Jay, I don't know. I have no idea.
The one that
I wasn't
passed.
aware of Smash in that time period.
No, not Smash. I'm
Oh.
talking about Eric.
Oh, Eric. Yeah. Even then I wasn't aware of Eric in that period. Eric didn't even hit my radar until I pretty much proved that Smash was doxing Alyssa actively. linking to her.
And then
Kiwi
Eric had to
Farms.
go and put his 2 cents in.
Yeah, well, Eric, classic Cage, who hated me for calling her a variety of slurs, and Nobody, who was pissed off that I had gone after him for his shit
Timu
video.
Riddler.
Yeah, Kimu Riddler. They all
Timu
hid behind
Riddler.
blocks. Eric was the only one that didn't hide behind a block, but he started coming after me, and they hid behind a block and tried to come after me.
So cute.
But anyway, given the clarity of the violations of the court in question, instead it is the remedy. If the bank leak were the only issue, perhaps only reimbursement and no fees or contempt would be appropriate. 8, brain cell Eric. That's a good one. But a counsel himself said, when saying that there was an upside to his clients being sanctioned often focuses the attention. Oh, interesting. And as the court itself said, the epidemic sloppiness that has pervaded counsel's conduct throughout this case does indeed need to be addressed. So basically they're saying, like, he said that he's dragging out the case and that the sanctions are a way to focus the attention away from the main case, that we need to address that. Especially with, like, I guess the other things where he's dragging out discovery and all of the other stuff. So, given the clear lack of understanding shown by counsel's attitude and apparent lack of even rational, professional, or economic self-interest, serious sanctions and contempt are necessary. She's basically calling for more. She was like, you could have just paid $250 for 19 hours at $250 an hour. But now we're going to sanction you and hold you in contempt and fee the shit out of you for it.
Pretty much.
Yeah. The legal issues here are not complicated. As noted above, sanctions and attorney's fees are common for violations of confidentiality orders. The elements of contempt are well settled. The court must find the order violated by the condemner to clear and unambiguous. The proof of noncompliance is clear and convincing, and the contempt. Let's see, now I have to figure out how this word is pronounced. We're doing it. Boom, boom, boom. This is what happens when you're dyslexic. Why does
you know they're going to try to make fun of you for that?
Oh, they probably will, but it's cool. I know what I am. Can I make them say it out loud? Really? Fucking AI sucks. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do, is get the TTS to read it.
It'll never work the way you wanted it to.
More tools. That's voice typing. I don't want it to do that shit. Ah, damn it. There we go. Pronunciation. Oh, God, I've got to watch a fucking YouTube video. What happened to the thing where you would type in a word, it would give you the definition of the word and a little button
Contemner.
to fucking contemner?
Hold on.
Contemner.
It's a legal term for being found
Contemner.
guilty of being in contempt of court.
Yeah.
I just wasn't
contemner.
paying attention because, all right, I just got done fucking playing Super Ghouls and Ghosts on Super Nintendo. Beat it all the
Oh, I
way
guess we
through.
could've
Like,
been here.
I bought into the goddamn the Super ZSNES thing. It's
Mhm.
fantastic.
Okay.
Like, it's really fantastic. The audio is phenomenal. The enhancements that they have so far. The texture shit, it's in the beginning stages, so you're going to see some bleh, but it's got potential. So I got into this, and there's 7 games that are already optimized. There's Super Castlevania 4. I just put up a playthrough of that. And now today I did Super Ghouls and Ghosts. So I'm just trying to edit the goddamn video right now, so I wasn't paying attention. But
Oh,
yeah,
you're
no,
good.
Contemner is being it's guilty of being in contempt.
Yeah. Also help feed the player views of the transcripts. Okay, most of this is just kind of reiterating. Failure to abide by a protective order is unsanctionable. The court should certify contempt and issue appropriate sanctions. And then this is the case law for it. Likewise, because of the councils. And then in conclusion, fucking fee that asshole. That's the Miranda or declaration of declaration.
Get felted.
What? Who in the fucking 40s saying that?
I was never able to beat ghouls and ghosts legit without save states. Nice.
Oh, this game was a fucking nightmare.
All right, email. Payment of actual costs. Hey, hi Ron. Just left a message. To be clear, extra legal are outside accountants, not random lawyers, as you should be clear from the bill. Happy to discuss, but again, this is the bill we are paying, so there is no world where we agree to something less than this bill. Yours, Remy. Ron. Here's the transmittal you have made. Hi, Ron. Attaches the invoice for services related to the leaking of bank information. Please let us know if there will be any objections to paying this. To be clear, we are not asking for your client to pay it since presumably he had no role in this.
This is your fault.
They're helping out Smash. Where is it? Oh, I guess it's not showing it attached here. It must be attached to one of the other ones.
That's pretty much what she
here
said
it is.
right there.
Here's
Was,
the
"We're not
invoice.
asking Jeff to pay for this because this is your fault."
Yeah, no, this is the invoice. Right here.
Yes, the itemized invoice there has to be.
$5,000 fucking dollars. Jesus. Review and analyze, review and analyze, review and analyze, review and analyze. Fact gathering, structure. Yeah, I mean, this is what you pay a really rich accountant for. Data breach mitigation. Hey, your data has been breached. We're going to mitigate that for you. Because it probably goes into other things of like searching where it might be on known sites, things like that. Can't wait to replay Earthbound again. You know, it's sad to say, as much as like an RPG guy I am, I've never played Earthbound. I've got to play that game. Transcripts of hearing. Okay, so that's the transcripts that we know about, where they basically said, Ron said, hey, that's fine, Your Honor. Just before we begin, my adversaries introduce themselves. Is the transcript going to be sealed? How freely should is it going to be sealed? No. Why don't we get to the introductions? Then we'll just address that. Go ahead. Oh, man. I don't think I'm going to read through all of this, but we get it. She showed what he said in the transcripts in the main document. And then here's more transcripts. Your Honor. Miro. By Mr. Rothman, the court. Oh, this is, I guess, another one where court sanctions were done. Yeah, this is just another case where court sanctions were done. They need to straighten out their fucking scanner there. Straighten out the paper on their scanner. This is like fucked. All right. And then she's got another motion that she's getting ready to put in for probably stuff that's actually pertaining to the case, maybe. So there it is. There it is. The new filings as Ron is potentially going to be held in contempt of court for breaching or for doxing banking information belonging to Remy Green and her law firm. This is absolutely insane. Oh, goodness. doing now? Yeah, there it is. There it is. So I'm not gonna watch EGADS today. Just it's 20 minutes, which means it's probably gonna be like 40 minutes to an hour that I watch with it. And then he's got the other one on Asmongold. So what we may watch here at the end, let me go and fix. Where are? Oh, goodness. You got anything else to say about it, Jersey? Well, even this is 30 minutes. So I don't want to get into that. We may just end up ending stream a little early tonight. May just end up ending it a little early tonight. I can't hear you anymore, Jersey, so I don't know what's going on there. And not muted on my side. But anyways, thank everyone for coming in. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe and like the video to help me out with the algo. We will be back on Friday. We are going to watch, if it's released Friday evening, we're going to watch Toastify's Noah video. So be prepared for that. I'm sure I'll be making an appearance in there. But yeah, so that'll probably be Friday's content. We'll see if we can't get some of the people on to watch it with us. Maybe Kino can come on. Maybe Jan again. Jan likes coming on and talking about Noah and some others. But you guys have a wonderful evening, and I will talk to you later.